Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros Live. This is the Q&A trade live stream. It is me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia. With me is my boy, wearing a very snazzy cardigan, I might add today, Andrew Erickson. And it's all of you hanging out with us, talking trades, talking whatever you want, fantasy football-wise. You can always drop your comments in the chat there. We appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel. And Andrew, some leagues have 2 wide receivers. But I typically like 3 wide receivers in my leagues when you start. I was just curious, what's your preference? You like 2 or 3?
Three wide
Oh
receivers.
my goodness. What happened to you? Why are you all deformed? What's going on, Andrew Erickson? Tell the story.
Have you ever seen that movie, Edward Scissorhands?
I have many times.
Yeah, I was trying to get my costume set up, and cut my hand opening a can. I tried to take a shortcut and not open it all the way, and I paid the price. And that's what you get when you try to take shortcuts. But no shortcuts today, only elite analysis from myself and Joe Pisapia.
That's right. That's right. How were the beans, though? Were they worth it?
Yeah, the beans came out very good. Beans over rice, slow cooked the beans, so they're nice, they're good texture.
Slow cooked your hand. That's what it looks like it did there. All right.
A lot of blood, but good to go.
Oh God, I've been there. I've cut myself on a can or 2 in my day, that's for sure. All right, let's stop the bleeding and answer the questions. Remember, super chats, you go right to the front of the line. Eventually, we will cut them off, so we don't want you to lose any of the money. We will guarantee the super chats for a certain period. Eventually, I will cut them off because I am a jerk and I will say no more. Because I want to make sure we guarantee to answer them all. Also, drop your comments and your questions, and even after the show, you could win this. It is the latest in TrophySmack giveaways, the Wall Smack from TrophySmack, the #1 destination for all things fantasy football, belts, rings, trophies, and loser awards, and this cool Wall Smack right here. So how do you win? Drop your comments, subscribe, like this video, and ring the bell till it goes ding so you don't miss a piece of content here on the channel, and we can let you know if you are the winner of the latest TrophySmack. Let's kick things off here with Awesome Dev today. Awesome Dev, full PPR. What wide receiver plus Jordan Mason for Rashee Rice? So you've got Pearsall, Shakir, Ridley in that back end of that grouping. So what gets it done for Rashee Rice? Would Pearsall and Mason be too much?
No, I think that's probably the sweet spot that this deal would get done. I don't think Ridley gets it done, or the Shakir gets it done. Maybe QJ as well, but maybe I don't feel as confident to make that offer. But I wouldn't want to move London. I think that's too much. I think Pearsall's probably the sweet spot.
Would you move up to QJ or maybe even Evans if you can get Travion or Chase Brown back too? I think I would.
I think with Travion, getting him back, I would.
I like Travion.
QJ or Mike Evans.
Just keep London. Just make sure you keep London. That's what you do and make that work, Dev. All right, next one up here is the Young Wolf. 3-2 right now. 12-team PPR was offered J.K. Dobbins for Rashee Rice. Is that a yes or a no? So was offered J.K. Dobbins. I assume you have J.K. here from what we're talking about. The other RBs are Henderson, Jacobs. You have Puka, you have Rome, and the wide receivers. So it's not a lot of depth here. It doesn't look like too. It's hard to tell. I mean, Jacobs and Henderson's nice. Would you want to give up JK for Rashee Rice rest of the season? In a vacuum, I say yes, as long as you have enough RBs to figure that out on the depth side. Michael's question: hold Malik Washington or Coker, Spears or Tracy? Who do you want to hold in this group? Anybody?
I think I still want to hold Malik Washington. I think that he'll bounce back this week.
All right, let's go to Bam Bam here. Goddard for McLaurin or Pearsall? Kraft is my #1 tight end. I don't think you can get McLaurin or Pearsall for Goddard. I really don't.
I mean, it depends on how badly this person is hurting at tight end. If you're making,
but like the waiver wire's got Taylor and Barner and Theo Johnson this week. I don't know. I just feel like
to put in perspective, I made a trade yesterday. I traded Darren Waller for Jameson Williams. So that's kind of the neighborhood that with these tight ends you can fish for receivers in.
All right, let's fish around for Miranda's question here. Flex 2 full PPR. Pollard, Carter, Haskins, Shakir, Pearsall if he plays, or Bourne. Also, Superflex, which QBs to start? Daniels, Herbert, or Darnold? Well, definitely playing Daniels. Do you want to play Darnold or Herbert with that tough offensive line that he's working with?
Still playing Herbert because it's the Dolphins' defense.
Fair enough.
Still going to be Herbert for me.
And then at Flex 2 in the full PPR. Pollard, Carter, Haskins. I think if Pearsall plays, it's Pearsall and Pollard. If he doesn't, it's Pollard and Carter for me.
I don't think Pearsall is going to play. So in full PPR, I'm going to roll with Pollard and
And I'm sorry, who was the second one? Shakir
yeah.
over Carter. Okay. Yeah, I want to take the touches there.
Arizona. I mean, Kyler Murray's injured now, so they're on the road against the Colts. That's just become a juggernaut. I'm really concerned. Again, I like the Cardinals coming into this year, and this Day Mercado thing could just like spiral into where did the Cardinals season get off the rails? Oh, we know exactly where it got off the rails, and things could go south. So just beware.
All right. Would you drop Harvey, Travion, Woody for Carter? I would drop Harvey for Carter.
I would
you're
not
in a pinch.
Any of those guys.
If you're in a pinch, I've got Scattaboo, Bill, and Genty too. I like Travion. I don't want to do that, but it doesn't seem like you're in a pinch here. You've got Bill, you got Genty, so just stay true. Or do I drop a running back for a wide receiver draft? Dinesh, it depends on what wide receiver, really. I mean, if it's for Troy Franklin, no. Joshua Garza, Penix, Diggs, London. This is the team we're dealing with. Bench, Brashard, Smith, Corum, Ladd. Where do I improve from this team? Mason Taylor is the tight end. The defense is Pittsburgh. Look, you got Diggs, London, and I assume James Cook here and Bijan and Hall. So you got some good running back depth here. It's a good squad. I like what you got here. Ladd on the bench. I don't think there's any improvement really. It's a short league, so if somebody pops up there, I like you have Rashard Smith there, but somebody pops up better than Mooney, you could consider that.
I would say maybe if you can get like Algier, just like trade one of your handcuff swap, just like because again, like I agree with Joe, where I don't really see like a ton of holes with this team. Maybe just been running
seems like
unlucky.
A 10-team league, so maybe he's probably on the wire even.
Yeah, so I think you're pretty good where you are.
All right, Nathan, trade Walker for Waddle or AJ Brown.
Waddle.
Okay, I do think he has a good game though tomorrow night. Though I am just putting that out.
AJB,
there. Yeah, I do. Those Giants are not very good about stopping people from throwing the football. Diggs and K9 for Chase. RBs are K9, Brown, Pacheco, and Dowdle. Man, I don't know. Then you're down to Brown, Pacheco, and Dowdle. I don't know if that's enough to get it done. I like it, the move in theory. I just don't know if that's enough for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'd rather keep Diggs and Ken Walker.
All right. Let's get to the next one here. The next one is Josh's question. Have PPR, keep Vidal, or grab Marks on waivers?
I would grab Marks.
I would as well. That's 2 for 2. Let's go to Michael King's question here. Hey, y'all. Howdy. I put Derrick Henry on the trade block for Kenneth Gainwell and Rashad White. Rashad White, by the way. Someone said I said Rashard White, and it's just my New York accent once in a while creeping in there.
Rashard White?
Rashard. No, it's just Rashad. I just say it really fast sometimes. So Rashad White. There you go. That makes that one YouTube commenter really happy, I'm sure. Also got offered Mark Andrews, Michael Carter, and Romeo Dobbs for Derrick Henry and Darren Waller. I don't like either of these deals, to be honest with you. So
just hold Derrick. I mean, this week's gonna be rough. He's not gonna score any points on his bye week, but then he's got a couple good matchups after the bye week when Lamar should be back.
Ronaldo, famous footballer, trade away Chase and Ridley for London and Rice.
Yep, easy.
Yeah. So will Joe Flacco get to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers too and complete the whole set of teams in the?
I think I saw someone Steelers account post that they like. We can never let Joe Flacco dress as for our team. We can't let him complete the cycle.
Here's 1-4 because of Lamb plus Kittle weeks. Yeah, that's kind of tough here. So we're looking for 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. So Henry, Hall, Miller, Hendo. So we're getting Henry in there. We're getting Hall in there. Lamb, we still don't know anything about. I haven't seen any practice reports about him. He's probably not going to play. Sutton, I would put in. BTJ, I would put in. And Myers, I would put in. Yep. I think that's it until he gets healthy. Brandon's question is up next here. Traded QJ, Sutton, K9 for Jamar Chase, Bucky, and Devontae before last week. I was told not to, but did it anyway. What do you think? How's that deal look now? Look,
Jamar and Devontae blew up and good. So hopefully you got a win. Like that's
good.
You
did lose Bucky.
Bucky didn't play less, but you had Jamar and Devontae who both had really good games. So hopefully at least got you a win.
They got Jamar and Devontae. But look, Joe Flacco's theoretically better, but he does hold the ball too long, and that's a bad thing with an offensive line as bad as the Bengals is.
I think the thing that's getting overrated is like Zach Taylor can't win games with that. I mean, this is like the Mike McDaniel thing all over again. Like you take Tua out of the offense and things just crumble. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is, whether it's Tyler Huntley or Joe Flacco or, Joe Pisapia. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Like, it doesn't
I'm a
matter.
pretty good quarterback.
There's
I can
only
still
one
throw.
Joe who
I
can
got
save the
practice.
Bengals.
Yeah, me.
It's
No,
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. Yeah. I got football practice at 5:00 today. I got to get out of here.
I did
soon.
mention you in my social short, Joe, when I was talking about who will the Joe be that saves the Bengals, and I put your name underneath. Joe Pisapia question mark?
I humbly thank you. I said yesterday on the show that Joe Brady will be the next head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. So
Well,
I know that
Zach
Erickson
Taylor's
loves
on
that.
thin ice.
You can start connecting all those those things there for you. I got offered Warren, AJ Brown for Kyron. Do I take it? Warren and AJ Brown for Kyron. Intriguing. If I have enough running back depth, I'm willing to do it if I'm hurting at wide receiver. I say
Yeah.
yes in that
Yeah.
scenario.
I think it's team need depend. I think it's a fair receiver running back trade valuation.
All right, let's go to Letitia's question. Got offered a Dunze and Gainwell for Josh Jacobs. Interesting here. Dunze's played very well. Jacobs is solid. I have McLaurin. Is it worth it?
I think I'm going to keep Jacobs.
I
The
think
Packers
so
have
too.
the easiest schedule for running backs rest of season, and
He's
they already
past
had
his
their
bye.
their bye week. Like, the only thing that's stopping Jacobs is if there's he gets hurt. So
That's everybody. You can't play for that.
Yeah.
Felix, hey, would you take Dak and Etienne for Kyler, McConkey, and Dowdle? I want the Dak side. Dak's playing out of his mind right now.
Yes.
He's gonna have 5,000 yards this year.
Just take Dak.
I want the Dak side of that deal. All right, let's go to Harrison's question. What can I expect from Aaron Jones rest of season? A couple decent games, but mostly frustration. That would be my guess in this backfield because it's going to be some kind of split.
Yeah, it's going to be a split. Again, this Vikings offense, we really haven't seen what it could be, and I don't know what version we're going to get because the offensive line has been hurt. They had different quarterbacks, so I think I think it's close between him and Mason for the rest of the season. But I think Mason's going to have the red zone, probably more carries, and Jones will have more standalone value in full PPR.
Let's go to Pedro's question. AJ Brown for Breece Hall. I'm strong with wide receivers. Okay,
Yeah,
I think that's a good value there. Trade Etienne for Henderson and Pittman. Ooh, that's a haul.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to capitalize on Etienne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up here. Let's go to Messer Grimm. All right, y'all. Who do you think may be the first coach fired this year? Personally, I'm hoping for Zach Taylor. Well, there you go, Messer. You just walked right into our conversation. I don't think it's going to be Zach Taylor. I think Zach Taylor comes at the end of the year. It should be Callahan, but I think it will be Mike McDaniel. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that the owner's probably. I mean, they did lose to the Panthers.
They just lost to the Panthers. They're probably going to lose this week to the Chargers.
And you can't. Although, wasn't there a coach that got fired after a win? Has that ever happened before?
Google it.
I feel like it hasn't happened. They're gonna fire him after the next game he lost.
Seth is typing right now. Our producer Seth, I can smell him typing right now. Has a coach ever been fired after a win?
Maybe after a week 18 win.
I'm sure after an end of the year win, yes. But I don't know about in season after a win. That's crazy. In season, that would be bizarre. King Andrew, that's you. Hey pros, should I trade AJ Brown? Well, everyone wants to trade AJ Brown right now for Mike Evans. Who would you want rest of season?
I would not. I'd rather have AJ Brown.
Yeah, I want AJ Brown. I want the guy who's healthy. Or AJ Brown for Tucker Kraft. No, that's not enough. I don't think. Tucker Kraft, AJ Brown is still on AJB rest of season.
AJB.
Pick a side: JSN and Judkins, or Nico and Scadaboo.
JSN and Judkins.
Seth just pointed out Gerard Mayo was fired after his season.
Last
year. Yeah,
I remember that. I was at that game. It was terrible.
It was terrible.
Terrible game.
Let's go to Brian's question here. Last flex: Devonta Smith, Michael Carter, or Higgins. Carter's kind of the safe play, isn't he?
Yeah,
I
think Higgins is a total wild card. I don't really want to play Devonta Smith. I mean, actually, maybe against the Giants.
I'm shocked that Flacco is starting already in 1 week. That kind of shocked me. I thought. I think
I am, and I'm not. They're just desperate. That's I'm sorry. I don't know. I just think this is not going to end well. I don't think
they think they can still hang in there until Burrow comes back in December. That's what it feels like they're telling me, and I don't think they're right.
I don't understand.
Because the Ravens have been so bad. That's why.
Yeah, but only one team can win the division. Like,
It's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers by default this year,
well,
much to the chagrin of
they
Scott
saw
Bachman.
Flacco beat the Packers, so they're like, well, maybe we just get this guy. He can beat him again.
That's true. It's true. Flacco did prepare for the. They didn't even think about it that way. You're right. Dylan, we'll see. Who do we play the week after?
Yeah,
We get
like
that
basically,
quarterback?
they're just gonna chase the quarterbacks that play these teams before.
Stel Scadaboo and Justin Jefferson with Tracy and JJ back. What?
Tracy.
I don't understand.
Oh no, so like he's asking, do you sell these players with these other players on their teams coming back in real life? He's not asking like to trade them, as like just selling in general. Should you sell Scadaboo with Tyrone Tracy coming back?
No.
Should you sell Justin
Tyrone
Jefferson
Tracy's
with
not a thing.
JJ McCarthy coming back?
No.
I would sell Scadaboo under the impression that he's playing the Eagles and the Broncos over the next 3 weeks. Like that would be the reason, not Tyrone Tracy necessarily.
Tyrone Tracy's not the reason. Panda trade Chase for Hunter, Judkins, 2026 and 2027 rookie picks. Ooh, 2 years of picks.
I'm assuming those are first round picks.
I assume they're first round picks.
They have to be first round picks, or I'm not. This is not a no.
If you're in a complete rebuild mode and you just stink, then maybe. But I still want Chase if in a keeper league.
That's what I mean. Yeah, unless your team, if Chase is like your only asset that you have, then yeah, I'm cool with restarting over.
Marty Schottenheim was fired after going 14-2, and he lost to the Pats in the playoffs. I remember that too. And he had a power struggle with the GM, Seth is telling me. So I remember that season too. They were 14-2 and they lost to the Pats and they fired him, and it was brutal. Just absolutely brutal. All right, Schwani, do I send Genty and Sutton for CD and Marv? RB room is CMC, Genty, Brees, and Cam. Wide receivers are JSN, Sutton, T, and JMO. I think you definitely need some more wide receiver help. So I'm okay with this. It leaves you with Brees Hall and CMC basically.
You're getting Lamb, and that he could be the best part of the deal. And I don't know about you, Joe, but for some reason, I feel like if Kyler Murray doesn't play this week, I feel like Marvin Harrison could have a monster game.
Wait, who's the backup there? Why am
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, it's Jacoby. That's right.
I don't know why. I just feel like we're all gonna have our takeaway from the game is like, wow, it really was Kyler Murray the whole time. They gave him a new quarterback, and Marvin Harrison just was amazing. Like I don't know.
What is the latest on Kyler Murray?
He's day to day with a foot injury, I believe. So I mean, Gannon didn't sound like he was like super optimistic that he's gonna play. And I don't know, man. Like you know Kyler, like, or you don't know him personally, but I don't know if he's a player that's going to necessarily. I don't know if he's going to necessarily gut out I got to grind out this playing time against the Colts when, I don't know. We'll see with things that back up, but we'll be surprised if Marv has a better game.
All right, let's go to Robert. Go Pats. Yeah, let's go, Robert. 12-team half PPR looking to upgrade the wide receivers. Why? You got Puka, Myers. Moore's not great. Allen and Dak at QB. Wow. And then Taylor. So which wide receiver should I target for a fair offer here? So Taylor, Kamara, Stevenson, Carter, Kendre Miller is what we're looking at here. Well, you're not moving Taylor. Now would be the time to get rid of Stevenson after the 2-touchdown game. Like, I'm fine with that. It leaves you a little thin, but if you could move Stevenson and Moore to upgrade Moore, that's what I'd want to do. I mean, do you think that Terry McLaurin is a rest of season better than DJ Moore? Is that asset-wise?
Yes.
I would too. I bet you can get him.
Yeah, I think McLaurin's probably a good buy because, the beginning of his season has been so bad, but because of the training camp and the injury.
I'd rather have him than DJ Moore rest of season. Right now, we're going to cut off the super chats from guarantees. So again, please do not drop any more super chats. We cannot guarantee that we can answer them, but we will get to the rest of them here. It is now 3:20 officially, so we are at 3:05 super chats with bros. Before you, what do you think, guys, about my Etienne for their London?
Give me London.
I want London too. There you go.
Yeah, London's already had his bye week. Etienne coming off a game. So yeah, give me London.
Lightning, would you accept Hampton and Nico for JT? I definitely want the JT side.
Yeah, I want.
Why do I want a hurt running back? What? Ashray, 3 wide receiver PPR. How many wide receiver Erickson is that? How many? 3? Is it? It's 3. Yeah. Okay. I love a running gag. I offered Marvin Harrison Jr. for Kittle. I have London. That's fair. My tight end is Mason Taylor currently. Look, I'm not running to get out of the Mason Taylor business. So if you need the depth at wide receiver here, I don't think this is a necessary trade. I understand it, but I don't think you're going to get Kittle this week and maybe not even next week, possibly.
Yeah, I also think that Kittle isn't nearly as valuable in full PPR that he is in half PPR because a lot of it's yardage and touchdowns for him, not necessarily like racking up 10 catch. I mean, Mason Taylor might have 10 catches this week against the Broncos.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Alexander, full PPR. Get Ted McMillan and James Cook. Send away Scatterboo and Jamar Chase. Ugh.
yep, I'm doing it.
You're doing that? I don't know, man.
I want James Cook. Who has the most value rest of the season? James Cook. Easy. And Tetra McMillan can easily outscore Scatterboo as the number 1 wide receiver.
I don't hate it. It just hurts to trade Jamar Chase. The 101.
Well, you gotta
hurts.
just.
I know.
You gotta live in reality.
I know. I hate reality. It sucks. Athleon, 12-team PPR, 3-2 here. The deal I got offered was Nico and Laporta for Bucky, except. So that gives us Cook still. It gives us, who are the other? Mason, Michael Carter, Brashard Smith. So do you want to deal away?
What's his tight end situation? It means he has Ingram.
Ingram is a tight end situation.
That's not a solution.
That
is a Band-Aid. That is a Band-Aid.
Ingram. That's 2 Band-Aids. One more, and you're Andrew Erickson with the Band-Aid on the finger. So you take this?
I don't.
Here's the problem. Then you got to drop these 2 other tight ends and get other stuff off the waiver wire immediately. Like that's what you got to do.
I just I don't like. There's some traits I just don't like any parts of. I don't like either side. I don't like the optics of this trade.
I don't hate it. I mean, you're getting Nico in the deal too. I mean, I still like Nico rest of season. Still pretty solid.
What's the 3-2 is the record, so that doesn't really move the needle either.
It doesn't. I think this is you do it, and especially if the waiver wire in your league is good right now, you pick up more guys, but drop the other tight ends immediately. Demetrius, have an abundance of receivers with running backs, JCM, Henry, and Scatterboo. Should I trade BTJ, Ladd, and Mike Evans for Amon-Ra? That's a lot to give up. That's 3 people. You need something else back in that deal. You have CeeDee Lamb and Devontae, and you're getting Amon-Ra. Like that's a league-winning kind of move right there. I don't hate it. I just want something else back. You need another body besides Amon-Ra. If you're going to move BTJ, Ladd, and Mike Evans, that's 3 really good theoretical players for one guy who's playing great. But I think you need something else. It can't be a 3-for-1 here.
Yeah, it depends on what there's on the, because you're going to open up roster space. So depending on what's on waivers, it may not technically be a 3-for-1 because it's adding guys off waivers.
Darnell Mooney's not exciting to me, or adding,
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to get something thrown. I mean, or else that person's going to have to drop somebody anyway. So
yeah, you got to get somebody else in that deal. Christian, is BTJ a good buy low? He blew up after the buy. Look, he did blow up last year after the bye, but I think that was more because he was a rookie. I think this year it's just been a slow start. I think you could look at last week and say maybe Trevor Lawrence can build on that game. So I would say yes. Do you want to buy low on him? Right?
I think it's improving. He's coming off a season high in receiving yards. He has a 70% catch rate over the last 2 weeks, and Brenton Strange is out. Brenton Strange led the team in catches entering the game. Great point. Everything is kind of working in Brian Thomas's favor. And it was actually Fitz that mentioned this on the ranking show. So somebody asked Liam Cohen how long it took the Buccaneers offense to kind of get up to speed last year, like to where he wanted it. And he said it was about a month where it took for them to get up to speed. So we're right around that range here. So I think the trajectory for Brian Thomas Jr. is going in the right direction.
All right. 5-0. Team offered me 3-2. Dak, Cook, and CeeDee Lamb for Josh Allen and Bijan. Woo-wee. All right. So you're going from the number 3 quarterback to the number 1 quarterback, and you're getting Bijan and giving up Cook and CD. What do you think about that?
Is this also make it invincible?
I want Allen and Bijan. I do. Because you know what? As great as Cook is and as good as Dak has played, there's also negative there. I don't see the negative with Allen and Bijan. And CeeDee Lamb could take another couple weeks. Like, it's a lot. Again, this is another deal where I want some kind of throw-in player. Like, something that's just a useful, I don't know, wide receiver 3 type guy. Can you just get that? Can you get somebody like a PPR wide receiver boring 3 guy? Can you get stupid Wan'Dale Robinson in that deal too? Just something to help. That's what I would say. Mateo Fermo, should I do Pickens for Breece Hall?
Yes, you should.
There you go. Let's go to Bobby's question. Full PPR 12-team 4-1. Trey proposed to me Rashee and Kendre for BTJ and JCM. I want the BTJ JCM side.
Yes.
Agreed. Easy. All right, let's go to Lyco. Trade George Pickens, Jordan Mason for Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
I agree. All right, so that's 2 for 2 on that one. Let's go to Eddie's question here. PPR, start Carter or Chase Brown at the flex?
Chase Brown.
Going with Chase Brown. I did not expect
In the
that.
full PPR, I mean, the one thing I feel confident about Flacco
Carter
is
caught 5 balls last week.
I mean, Dylan Sampson caught 8 balls in week 1 with Joe Flacco as his quarterback.
Did, but that was before Judkins was back. But you're right. Joe Flacco's there too.
Yeah.
Nolan, I did Baker, Rashad for Henderson and Chubb. Thoughts?
Baker, the quarterback for Henderson.
Depends on who the quarterback was.
I assume if your quarterback is fine, then Henderson's the only thing that I really want in this trade. Rashad has the most value right now, so.
But that's only like another 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that could obviously go away.
Caesar Estrada, half PPR. Purdy, Gibbs, Etienne, Mason, Dowdle. This is the roster your trade. Pickens for Debo. I prefer Debo long-term over Pickens, especially when Lamb comes back.
I kind of prefer neither long-term because there's clear scenarios where you see both of them tail off because both guys are going to be fending off target competition coming back. Needs a win now. Because I think Pickens I'd rather have now because I am less or I'm more. I think that Terry's going to come back this week, whereas Lamb I don't think is going to come back. So I would rather have again. Who'd you start this week, Pickens or Debo? Pickens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't have a problem starting Debo this week, but
right. But if this person needs wins right now,
but when Lamb is back, I'd rather start Debo, and when McLaurin comes back, I'd still start Debo over Pickens with everybody back. I think that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Just in that offense. By the way, Call of Duty Black Ops beta came out this past week, so Kyler Murray's definitely not playing.
Confirmed.
Did.
First reported by Joe Pisapia. Kyler Murray will not play.
Kyler Murray will be out for week 6, everybody. Put it on the news desk. Mayor, put it on the news desk. Jay Schnepp, is it JCM season finally? Good to roll him out? Yes, we definitely rolling him out. Also, do I hold Pacheco or pick up an upside guy like Benanga or Gibbons? No, I hold Pacheco over those guys.
I don't know what to do with Pacheco.
I don't either, but you just got to hold him. That's what you do. It sucks. It's terrible. Trade him. That's what you do. Somehow trade him. The minute. Like,
what?
I don't know. Somebody will give you something. Somebody's on a buy, right?
Jameson Williams. Maybe you can get him. Maybe.
Probably. You could probably pull that off. Total Chaos Gaming, 10-team full PPR, 5-0. Look at you. Good job. The question is, let's see. Where is the
trade?
question?
What trade should I look to make? They basically just listed off their roster.
So I hate what can you do? That's just really tough because again, you got to look at other rosters. But
Hurts
is good, Bijan's good, JT's great, Jacobs is great. I mean, you have an incredible.
He has Bijan, JT, and Jacobs. He just came to flex.
Well, but here's the problem: is you look at wide receivers, CD, QJ, Marv. You got Diggs who's playing really well. You got 2 good tight ends.
Sneady's coming back.
Look, here's the thing: you are locked in here. Just wait. You're 5-0. You can afford to wait for CeeDee Lamb to come back and just roll. Yeah. If anything, trade Mason Taylor because Kraft is off of his bye, and you're probably not going to play him. Mason Taylor has some value right now.
They also have Rice on injured reserve. Like this team is friggin' loaded.
This team is great. I mean, look, you want to pay money to flex? Pay money to flex. Raider Nation, should I trade away Fields or Maye for Prescott or hold both?
Fields? Not trading.
I mean, I would trade Fields for Prescott in a second. Prescott's going to have 5,000 yards this year. It's going to be crazy. If no Pearsall, is Bourne or I go Jennings to play? That's Tito.
If I think Bourne's still an option if Mac Jones is the quarterback. I think that matters if it's Mac Jones because he has the connection with Bourne back to New England. That's not the same case with Brock Purdy.
For those of you, just a reminder, if you're just joining the show, super chats have been cut off for guarantees. So if you're putting super chats in, just know we cut them off at 3:20. Just reminding everybody, we cannot guarantee we will get to your super chat in this hour. We cut them off at 3:20. We will do our best to get to the most we can. In the meantime, if you need more help, use the tools here like the Trade Analyzer. That's what you do. Crush your competition. You know, there's Kyler Murray. He's thinking right now, I'd love to get traded out of Arizona. And if you want, whether it's season long or dynasty trade advice, it'll instantly evaluate how a trade will affect you. It'll suggest trades you didn't even think about. Again, don't be a tool. Use your tools. Use your tools. Use the tools and use your tool, but responsibly. Trade Analyzer out there right now. Make sure you sync your leagues for free. Download the app wherever you get your apps. And I'm going to start, stop talking before I get myself in more trouble. JPC. This is what we do. We have fun with our friends at Talk Football. JPC, 14-team PPR, trade Judkins, Mark Andrews, Thornton for Jacobs and Worthy. Yes. I don't need to see anything else. Yes. I like Judkins,
If
but
you
yes.
can trade Thornton somehow.
I don't know how he's the linchpin of that deal, but trade Nico and Diggs for Tyler Warren. It's a lot. I say no. That's too much for Tyler Warren.
I don't know. I've been really, really impressed with Diggs the last couple of weeks, and he's really been stepping. And then you get Tyler Warren. So
I thought it was Nico and Diggs for Warren. I'm sorry, Nico for Diggs and Warren. Oh yes, smash.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I misread that.
Okay.
You're getting Diggs and Tyler Warren for Nico Collins. Smash that, Jay. Smash it. All right. Random thought. Sorry about that one. PPR offered Rashee Rice for Bucky and Rashad. Have Hall, Williams, and Warren already. So you like this deal? Rashee Rice for Bucky and Rashad.
Wide receiver. So they're getting Rashee Rice.
I don't know if I like the other receivers are Puka, Garrett Wilson, Worthy, Keenan Allen, and Franklin.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Rice and Worthy. I feel like that might be more frustrating than actually productive to have both those guys on the same team.
Flip Worthy next week when Rice comes back, if you can. If it's an active league, random thought, you could try that.
Yeah, especially
but it leaves them with Hall, Javonte Williams, and I assume
Jalen Warren. Yeah,
it's not a great.
Yeah, I like getting more running backs and getting the Bucks backfield. I think is a good way to approach it. So yeah, I mean they have enough receiver depth where I think that this is a good.
If you could flip Worthy, do it. Flip Worthy for another running back.
You can flip him this week too, just to get ahead of it.
Diggs or Quentin Johnson rest of. I want Diggs rest of season.
Yeah, Diggs.
Sorry, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. But I was drinking the Kool-Aid in August, so this is not new for me.
He did not look that good to start the year.
Yeah, but what did I say? I said, look, the fact that he's even playing means instead of the ramp up being September and playing in August, the ramp up being in September, playing in October and being good in November, we're talking about the ramp up being in September and being good in actual, October, which is where we are. It happened fast. So the fact that he was playing in September meant everything because you knew there was going to be a period where he was going to ramp up. If he was taking off September off, it was going to be October, November, December. Now it's September, October. That's a huge difference here. Rico Haskins Higgins for Breece Hall. He's 0-5. If you can get Breece, you do it.
Yeah, and you're flipping for Rico. Rico has value potentially this week, so I think that's a good trade.
Bowers and Evans for Pittman, Rashee Rice, and Kelsey.
Trade Bowers and Evans for Pittman.
I say yes. I want Pittman, Rashee Rice, and Kelsey. Pittman and Rashee are the best two pieces in this deal right now, theoretically, for the next 3 weeks. I love Mike Evans, and I love Bowers.
Bowers is tough to peg down because part of me thinks that this could be just a lost season, but I thought that about Puka last year too, and then he came back from his injury and just was an absolute monster.
Yeah, but Puka wasn't playing. Bowers keeps trying to
that is true. Yeah, that was. I almost wish they just put him on IR after week 1. It's I know. That would have been so much better.
I want the Pittman, Rashee Rice, Kelsey side. Yeah, that's what I want.
I agree.
Sean, move Lamar, Andrews, Jordan Mason for Dak or Jordan Love, and then Mason Taylor and Saquon. Oh yeah. 1,000 what? So one of those QBs, Mason Taylor and Saquon, you're getting for Lamar, Jordan Mason, Andrews. Still,
yeah, think so.
Still, you're still getting Dak or Jordan Love back. If you can get Dak, Taylor, and Saquon for Lamar, Andrews, and Jordan Mason, you smash that deal because Lamar's not playing this week either, and then they got a bye coming up after that.
Yeah. And you get Saquon against the Giants the next 2 weeks.
Tonight.
Two of the next 3 weeks.
Let's go. Bjork, give Pollard and Sutton for Derrick Henry and Pearsall. This is a leap of faith here.
Oh, I don't think it's a leap of faith. I would do this.
I would do it too. But Pearsall's hurt and Henry's been bad. That's why it's a little bit of a leap there. But this is a classic buy low. Yeah. That's one of those principal trades.
Textbook.
textbook buy low right there. PM, look at that angry face in there. Look at that. Have JSN and Pittman Jr. trade Pittman for Diggs. Who do you want rest of season?
I think I want Diggs. Yeah.
I think I want Diggs too. Let's go to Jeff's question here. Meant to say still have Genty, Judkins, Dowdle, Carter, and Hampton and Aaron on the AR. So hopefully we answered it correctly regardless. Backpacks or packabacks? Packaback as? I don't know how you say that. Whatever. Trade Waddle and Sutton for Barkley and Harrison Jr.
I'm kind of not. I'm not sure how aggressive I want to be trading for Barkley right now. I kind of want to see him like perform at some level. He's dealing with his knee injury. I know he wasn't on the final injury report, but that does concern me. And the Eagles' offensive line concerns me. And I love Waddle. So I don't know. Are you? Do you want to do this? Is it a slam dunk for you?
It's not a
I
slam
kind
dunk
of.
for me,
I don't.
but I think Barkley and Harrison Jr. is the dice roll to big. I don't know if Waddle and Sutton are help. I mean, now that Hill's out, it's
That's what I
much
mean. Waddle was a
trickier.
top 5 receiver.
Here's
last
the
week.
thing: if you are absolutely terrible at running back, you make this deal.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
You absolutely make this deal. If you are good at running back, I think you should give you pause because Waddle and Sutton, I think, are decent there. I want to see the yard total of first 5 weeks of Saquon last year compared to this year. I'd love to see that.
It's much smaller this
I
year.
know it's smaller, but I want to see it.
I mean, remember last year his rushing yards prop was like 120 yards every week.
Yeah, I know.
It's like 60 now, or not this week, but
no, not this week. This week it's 83, and the combined is 110. I know because I bet the 110.
Yeah.
None of your business is up next here. Do I trade Carter and Addison for Rashee Rice? Yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That's
this
just
is
a hard
perfect.
yes.
You can flip Michael Carter.
I don't need to see the roster. Just yes. Give Herbert and Zay for Judkins and Ladd.
Justin Herbert, Zay Jones.
I mean, if you have a quarterback replacement that's decent, sure. Because Zay, again, not going to be good for you the next 2 weeks. Bye and another no Lamar week. So Judkins and Ladd, that's pretty good. That's a good haul.
Yeah.
Lightning. One of Genty, Judkins, JCM, Kamara, Scadaboo, and one of, I love these like choose your own adventure trades, and one of Devonta Smith, Pearsall, or Evans for London. What is London's value here? Let's try to get this here. Scadaboo and Pearsall, I think for me is the London value that I feel comfortable with. Or Evans if you want to get rid of the hurt guy. I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, no, I can move any of these receivers for London plus any of the running. I would just not move Genty.
I don't want to move Genty. I'm not moving Genty for London.
I want to be probably Kamara, Scadaboo. That I'd probably move with one of the receivers for London. I mean, I think that for all the trades that people are making for, if you want to trade for Jamar Chase, before you do that, make that same trade for Drake London instead. Like that's what I would be trying to do first.
Jack Malone having worst season of my career. A lot of good players are 1-4 right now. I've gotten a ton. I get a ton of messages every year from the same people, and there's a lot of really good fantasy players that are 1-4 right now. They had good drafts and they've just gone sideways because of the injuries. Hampton and Lamb both injured. Need to win now. Who would you trade? Lamb, Hampton for. So look, I don't want to trade Lamb. Hampton's the guy they want to trade. So
he's going to be gone.
What do you want for Hampton? That's the question here.
An injured Hampton, if you need wins right now.
You're not getting Breece Hall for him. You're not getting that kind of thing. Like that's not happening.
Javonte?
Sure, I would take that in a second. Yeah, Javonte's been solid if you could pull off somebody like that. All right.
Panthers this week.
All right, we have through 5 weeks last year, Saquon Barkley had 482 rushing yards, 92 receiving yards, and 5 total touchdowns.
How much does he have this year?
This year. That is the question. Let's take a look right now.
Significantly less.
Saquon Barkley right now has 267 rushing yards compared to last year's 482. He has 128 receiving yards compared to last year's 92. So actually ahead. 5 total touchdowns last year. This year right now, Saquon is up to 4. So the rushing's been down, but the other stuff has been close. But the rushing's definitely less. And I love it when people are saying, well, they're trying to stop the run this year. What were they trying to do last year? Were they not trying to stop Saquon Barkley last year?
The line is just playing worse. Like the offensive line is worse. He's not ripping off as many big runs. That's what's happening.
Yeah, but like, come on.
And they've had some injuries. So
they have. E-Day, would you trade JSN and Jamar Chase for Sutton or Sutton for Bijan London? For Bijan London, I mean, if you could do JSN Sutton, do it. I would keep Chase too. That'd be great if you could pull that off. Alejandro is up with the next question here. Trey Benson for Woody Marks to the Carter team. That's an interesting one. I think I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
You don't know when he's coming back either. Hurt guys. Bye-bye. Edmund, trade McBride for Chuba/Rico. I'm down Connor, Benson, Najee. So we're hurting here. So you're getting all the Panthers running, all the Panthers running backs for Trey McBride and picking up Mason Taylor and Johnson off the waivers this week.
I would I'd rather have McBride than the because I think that the Panthers running back, it's not. I feel like it's going to just be a committee and be gross, somewhat
Well,
kind
all
of
they've
like
got left
Seattle.
then is Judkins and Pollard, basically.
Well, I would rather flip Pollard for a different running back. I would do a different approach.
Okay. Mark Ant, full PPR, 2 and 3. The question is, and he traded Vice and sit Henry for week 6. Would you sit Derrick Henry over Kamara, Pollard,
No.
Miller, Vidal, Haskins? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nobody
Look,
else is.
there are some teams that can probably have the luxury of sitting Henry. This was not one
This
of
is
those
not one of
teams.
them.
I would say
Uh,
it's not.
and other trade advice, like right now, if you don't, I mean,
Because
you got
I
Mason
would
on the bye, which kind of sucks. You've got, oh no, it's Mason Taylor. Excuse me. Sorry, wrong Mason. So you got Kamara, Pollard, Derrick Henry. Yeah, you're just kind of up against it right now.
yeah.
Debo being back is good. Pearsall, we hope comes back this week. Rashee Rice soon. So this is one of those teams that's like treading water because of injuries and suspensions and bad performance. Vidal and Haskins having both of them, you should find the Hampton owner and say here and see if you can get something back that's a little bit more useful.
Or maybe you try to move one of either Kamara or Pollard. Because again, I don't think those guys are like super needle movers right now. Maybe you trade for Hampton. Like you have the Chargers backups. Why don't you go get Hampton?
That's
Have
what you're
some running
thinking.
back. Again, you're 2 and 3. That doesn't help you right now, but I think down the road maybe it does. I think that when we're talking about which running back you rather have, Pollard or Hampton, 4 weeks from now, I think it's going to be clearly that you wanted
I like the
Hampton.
core of Maye, Diggs, Pearsall, Debo, and Rice, though. And in theory, if Bowers can get healthy, I'll tell you the other thing you could do is if you have Mason Taylor, trade Brock Bowers. Because Brock Bowers still has that, oh, he could be great kind of moxie about him. And that mojo could get you something in a deal.
Yeah, I
That's
believe the
that's
Raiders
the
have a
piece.
week 8 bye week, so I think they probably were going to keep him out till at least week 9. That's what I would guess.
DK and Judkins for Ash and Genty. What side you want?
Yep, I'll do it.
What side? You want Genty?
Genty, yes.
Okay. Let's go to Fighting Solves Everything. Yeah, I think it does. My team is 4-1 right now. And looking at this, needed 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flex. Trade for wide receiver 1, RB1, or sit tight. So the roster is Love and Herbert, so that's good. JT and CMC, that's spectacular. And you still have QJ, you've got Mason, Monty, you got Quinshon Judkins on this roster too. Wow, Monty, Rico, then Puka, Ted McMillan, QJ Sutton. Oh, this is a good team. I think I'm just sitting pretty here.
QJ twice, running
Yeah,
back and wide receiver.
got both QJs. Look, this is a good roster. I'm just sitting here through the buys with this roster.
Oh my god,
I don't know what else to say about it.
I didn't even realize there was 2 QJs, but Quinn Johnson and Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, I know I had to do a double take on that one too. Especially in a 2 wide receiver league, this is good because you're playing Puka every week. So it's not like I'm like, well, maybe you're a little thin at wide. You're not because you still got Sutton. Higgins just got Joe Flacco. This is good. Just sometimes it's the moves you don't make. Vinny's up next. Would you trade Aaron Jones and Judy for Higgins? This one I would do. Jones doesn't help me for another couple weeks at least, and Judy is nothing to me. I'd roll the dice here. He's not.
Sure. I don't have a lean either way with this trade. I'm not going to stand for Judy or Jones or Higgins.
That's fair.
I think Higgins is probably just the best player, so it makes sense.
All right, let's go to Jimmy's question here. Caleb, Fields, Kyron, Hampton, Pollard, 4-1. Do I make any moves in a 10-team league? It's always better when you bring us a move than say, should I make any moves? But looking at this roster the way it's currently constructed here, you've got a lot of problems potentially at running back, and you've got CeeDee Lamb out for a while. So because you've got London, Egbuka, and A.J. Brown, who hasn't played up to snuff, this is a team that I would shop CeeDee Lamb for a running back. If you could get Ash and Genty for CeeDee Lamb, you do that because you still got London, Egbuka, and A.J. Brown. That's a pretty solid grouping there,
Well,
and I don't love the running back room.
What about trading Egbuka for a running back instead of Lamb?
Well, at 4-1, I don't know. I mean, you could do that. I love Egbuka. I think he is.
Well, do you rather have Egbuka than Lamb rest of the season?
No, I'd rather have CeeDee Lamb rest of season, but I think CeeDee Lamb brings me back more in a trade because I think the perception is, well, Mike Evans comes back, what happens to Egbuka? And I don't think anything happens to Egbuka except he continues the ball out. I think this is a perception trade, personally. But to Erickson's point, you could certainly kick the tires on both and put them both out there and see what comes back.
Yeah.
Nick is 2-3. The question is Aaron Jones and McLaurin for Derrick Henry enough? It might be right now. Like, it's low, floated out there.
I mean, I talked about him as a buy low. Again, not if you're a 1-4 team. Like, do not buy low on him if you need wins now. But like, there are a lot of good matchups after the bye week, and if Lamar is back, then I think you'll see Derrick Henry back to producing.
You know what else is good? Our sponsor, Hard Rock Bet. So Hard Rock Bet right now, you don't have to wait for week 6 to kick off and get into the action. There's always something to bet on, and if you haven't tried yet, place your first bet of $5. If it wins, you get 150 in bonus bets at Hard Rock Bet, plus the bonuses. And right now, baseball is going on. I was watching the baseball playoffs last night. I was very excited when Vlad had that big slide and Vlad Guerrero had that big home run in the first inning, and then they blew it. They blew it against the Yankees there, so we'll see what happens tonight. But again, you can bet no run first inning. You could bet all kinds of fun baseball parlay stuff going on there right now. And if you think baseball is boring, guess what? It's not when you have a little juice on it. So Hard Rock Bet is here for you on Wednesday and tomorrow for Thursday Night Football. And since it's Wednesday, if you're already betting on Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app, you know what that means. It's the last day to use your legendary reward drop. So open up the app today and you could have a bonus bet. Who knows what's in there? More drops every single Thursday too. So if you love betting, which I know you do, check out Hard Rock Bet right now and check out the legendary reward drops on Hard Rock Bet every single week. Hard Rock Bet Sports app right now. Make your first deposit $5. Get 150 in bonus bets when it hits. Next up here is Jorge's question here. Jorge is 3-2, lost Nabers. That sucks. Any ideas for moves here? We have Mahomes, we have JT and Gibbs. That's real good. Etienne, real good there. Gainwell, then you have Haskins, you have Waddle, AJ Brown, Keenan Allen, Olave. I think we need to move up a tier at wide receiver. You're the kind of team right now that I would take the shot at moving up and getting a CeeDee Lamb. Can you do it? Can you trade Etienne and Waddle to get that done?
I think either that, Etienne and Keenan Allen, I think is another deal. Maybe not for Lamb, but another...
I don't think for Lamb. I don't think that's going to get you Lamb.
I mean, I would buy Tetro McMillan.
I would buy McMillan. I would buy Chase. I would buy London. I think Jorge, you keep Gibbs and JT. ATN is useful to a lot of people, and Gainwell's now passed his bye. You still have Haskins here. Like, this is kind of risky, but I want to try it because right now what you got here is a lot of. I mean, this roster will hunt as it is. It's just very RB focused. So that's the difference. If AJ Brown has a big game this Thursday, then maybe you just sit back and you just let it all roll in. If it's a 2 wide receiver league, I'm not worried about it. If it's 3, I think you need to move up. Let's go to Christian's question here. We're almost at the guarantees. Have no idea what to do. I'm 0-5. This is tough. You have Maye, you have Henry, Judkins, Kamara, K9, Tracy, London, McMillan, Allen, J-Mo, Devonta, and Tyler Warren. This is not a terrible team right here. It's a 10-team league, single PPR. I think you have to move J-Mo off the island because he's killing you. So this feels to me like you haven't had good matchups and you haven't started the right player in some weeks. So what do you do here? Do you just kind of ride the wave out and see if you can get to 2 or 3-5 in the next couple weeks? I think I do.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, the thing that's going to kill you is maybe you go. I mean, you might need to sell Derrick Henry kind of low, unfortunately, to try to get a better running back to help you get wins. Like right now, like I'm not saying Derrick Henry for Rico Dowdle, but like something along those lines where you're buying some like immediate production for like this week and next week. Because like Derrick Henry, like he's set up so badly, and then he's on a bye week next week, so you're just
would you take Kyron for him or Breece Hall for him?
Yeah, yes, easy.
Would you take JCM for him?
I would take JCM this week. So I think maybe that's maybe
I bet
JCM
you can get
plus.
JCM plus.
Yeah.
Trade Derrick Henry and J-Mo and see if you can get JCM plus something better than J-Mo. And I think you might be in a good spot.
I don't hate J-Mo this week. I
don't hate him this week, but
the Chiefs defense is really bad.
You can't handle those zeros.
Yeah, but he could also win you your week. J-Mo. He kills you, and he can also win you your week.
I know, but 0-5, I can't start him. 14 teams, that's the thing. It's like I can't take zeros at 0-5. Kyron and Odunze for Egbuka and Hall. I want the Egbuka and Hall side. I like the other side, but I want
I'm taking
the
Kyron and Odunze side, I think.
There we go. Disagreements. Kevin is up next here. 12-team PPR, need wide receiver depth. I have Keenan, Ladd, and Evans, and Jennings. Okay. So trade Swift for McLaurin. Yes, do it. You have Bijan, you have Dobbins, you have Carter. Do it.
Yes.
Do it. Next up here, Awesome Dev is back with another question here. Full PPR, Superflex, give Waddle and Aaron Rodgers for Diggs. My other wide receivers are Tet, London, and Waddle.
No. I'd rather have Waddle than Diggs.
Well,
So
if you
I'm not
have 3 quarterbacks already and Rodgers is
But
like
why are you?
fourth,
Why Diggs is not an upgrade over Waddle? So why would we do that trade?
I guess not. Well, I mean, theoretically.
You would rather have Diggs than Waddle?
Rest of season, yes, but not on top of the
What?
quarterback. No, I agree.
Why?
Because at
Waddle's
some
going to be a
point,
wide receiver one the rest of the way.
I don't know. There's something fishy with the Dolphins there too. You always have
I
that
mean,
risk of Tua. Also,
Dolphins are mammals, not fish. So come on.
fair. Coke butter cheese never misses a show. I lost Hampton. I need a running back, but I'm looking for a trade for Brees and deciding between Tet, Devontae Adams, and Waddle. So who's off the island for Hall?
I like all three guys.
Yeah, but you got to trade one for Hall. Who do
Okay,
you like
trade
the
one
least?
for all. Who I
Yeah.
like the least? I guess it's probably Devontae.
Okay, there you go.
think his Devontae.
Okay, we got 4 guaranteed super chats left here. Got Says Therminant. I don't know how you say it. Non-PPR Bucky for JCM. I want JCM. He's healthy. Nobody has more rushing yards either than the Washington Commanders. Did you know that?
I did not know. I just know that JCM is number one in every rushing metric efficiency, and that and then Tom Brady loves him. Oh my god!
Tom Brady. That was adorable, by the way. That weird sound that he made when Tom Brady told him he was good.
It's like when your idol like talks to you.
I know. That'd be like Rich Eisen telling me I'm fun and I'm good at this. That would be really nice. Rich, if you're listening, I'd love to be the successor over there for you. I think I do a good job. I could certainly do all the entertainment interviews with my background. I could do that. All the actors he has come on his show. Like, why not? Why? I'll even call it the Rich Eisen show. I don't care. I'll keep the brand alive.
Jock Bach.
Yeah, why not? I don't need to, like, out of respect for the man, I'm happy to just keep that show. I'll just be a sub host even, whatever. 12 team, half PPR. Any trades for RB depth here? You have Hall, you have Charbonnet, you have Wilson, you have Jefferson, Dobbs, Goddard, Olave, Gainwell. The bench is Vidal. This is tough right now. Like, it's just this roster's got a lot of holes in it. And now you got Jefferson on a bye this week. This is rough.
Maybe you could trade. Maybe you get Ken Walker because you already have Charbonnet. I mean, it seems like if you have one Seahawks running back, you're trying to get rid of him. Like, I feel like that's how most people feel about having just one of them.
Like everybody wants to trade Kane. Yeah, this is a tough one here. Like
K9 for you get Olave and Dobbs for K9. Maybe that's I get you got because you have a lot of like receiver besides Jefferson. Well, I mean, no, actually, no, Wilson and Jefferson.
Yeah, but if he gets rid of both of them, then he's really out here.
Well, then he needs to trade for running. Well, he wants RB depth, not wide receiver.
I know. Honestly, Jock, I think you're hoping Rashad Smith takes this job in a couple weeks. I think you just wait this out, depending on what your record is. Yeah. I think you wait it out another 2 weeks. HF, Scattaboo, Chase, Brown, Marks, Pearsall, JMO for Jamar Chase and Brees. I love these deals. This is the piling a bunch of poop and get the golden toilet. I want the golden toilet. I want Chase and Brees for the 0-5 person who's freaking out.
Yeah, I think Chase is a sell, and
here's a pile of decent stuff for 2 great things. Classic. DR, would you trade Tyler Warren and Olave for Njoku and Rice? Man, this is tricky. I love Tyler Warren.
Yeah, man.
I think Warren I want the Warren Olave side. I know that sounds crazy.
No, I'm doing the what is it? I'm taking the bird in my hand versus the other hand. Yeah, I just like what I've seen with Tyler Warren. I don't need to figure out because Rice
hand is worth 2 in the bush. You've been hanging out with Welsh too much. But he never gets those things right. Marks and Dowdle for JCM. Yes.
Smash.
If you can get that done. D. 2 and 3 PPR. This is the roster here. And let's see, where's the question? Owner needs RB. He has Hampton. Who to start and drop 1 or trade 2 for Emeka? Who would you trade for Emeka Egbuka? That would make sense here.
Probably the Buccaneers running backs. I guess you could just trade probably both of them to get Egbuka.
I'm fine with that.
Or a Bucky and QJ.
John Williams, and we've officially hit all the guarantees. So, yay, we did it. Just traded Kyler Murray and Keenan Allen for Stafford. Is that too much to give for Stafford?
Stafford leads the NFL in passing yards. So
he does.
I think it's fine.
He's also 400 years old with a back issue.
Yeah. But you're only giving away Kyler Murray and Keenan Allen. So I'm not worried. Like, that's one of those trades where I don't think that's going to come back to bite you. So I think it's okay.
Woody and Chase Brown for Bucky Irving. I think that's a big risk. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not afraid of losing on a Woody or Chase Brown for when Bucky comes back. So I agree it's risky, but there's a high reward if Bucky comes back.
Let's
healthy.
go to Ryan, 12 team PPR. I got offered Kittle, Chase Brown, and Ridley for Waller, Charbonnet, and Diggs. So what side do you want to be on here? Waller, Charbonnet, Diggs, or Kittle, Chase Brown, Ridley?
This one's tight. I currently have both lines running backs, Harrison, both Cardinals players, and Dowdle.
I'll tell you what. I think if
close.
it is very close. If I'm really hurting at wide receiver, and that's my problem, I want Diggs. I want the Diggs side.
So looking at this over again, I don't want Kittle if I have McBride. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me to have those two tight ends. That's just
I agree. Oh yeah, now that I'm seeing that.
So that kind of just like eliminates this deal for me entirely. So yeah, I'd rather have the Charbonnet. Unless you can change it so the Kittle is something different, because you don't need Kittle when you have McBride. That doesn't make any sense.
That's right. I should put that on a t-shirt. You don't need Kittle if you have McBride, everybody. Let's get to some more here. It's good questions here going in. Let's get to Iconic. This question here, 12-team full PPR. QBs Daniel Jones. Running backs are Brees and Kyron. Wide receivers, you have Jamar, Odunze, Tewan, or is that Tet? Is that what we're doing? I don't know who that third guy is. T-E. Are we just making it Tay now?
Tight end, it's Juwan.
Oh, tight end is Juwan. Okay, so we only have two wide receiver league. Sorry. I got an offer to get Rice and Travis Hunter for T-Mac Ladd and an RB. Should I do it? T-Mac Ladd and an RB.
Which running back it is?
Yeah.
Like, I think that doesn't matter.
Rice and Travis Hunter for T-Mac
they have
and
to
Ladd
give
and
they
an
have to
RB.
give a running back. Okay.
Yeah, but who's the running back we're giving here?
It's either Brees or Kyron, it looks like.
Or J.K. Dobbins. So would you trade J.K. Dobbins? I don't know, man. Like, Travis Hunter's still iffy for me. I think I
still really like McMillan. I mean, Bryce Young might get benched, and it might be Andy Dalton. So that was great last year. So.
I keep trying to pick up Andy. I need a third quarterback in the worst way. Every week I keep picking up Andy Dalton. I picked up Kenny Pickett. Like, I keep picking up these guys hoping somebody stinks or gets hurt, and I have them, and I don't have to spend any fab.
When is Shedeur gonna get to play? He's one quarterback. He's one quarterback closer now. We started at 4. We started at 5 quarterbacks at the Browns. Then we're down to 4. Now down to 3. I don't think
Dylan Gabriel was so bad last week.
No,
I should have been ahead of that curve. Dylan Gabriel was the guy that I should have picked up.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done, but I didn't. I screwed up.
Will the Browns go back to Deshaun Watson at any point?
No, absolutely not. Never happening again. He's never playing for the Browns or anybody else. America's team. Should I trade Josh Allen, CMC, for Kyron, Henry, Jefferson? 10-team PPR. I have Scadaboo, Charbonnet, Harvey, Aaron Jones, Purdy. So Purdy would be the replacement QB here, or Knicks. Why do you have 3 quarterbacks in a 10-team league?
Because they're all available, it seems like. So,
yeah, but like that's not a good use. But again, make them all available. Drop them all. Especially if you had Josh Allen. You should never have. This is a bad roster construction move here. Trade Josh Allen and CMC for no. I'm keeping Josh Allen CMC. Drop the other quarterbacks, please, or trade them to the Lamar manager.
He's saying that they're on the waiver wire. That's why he said they're all available. Purdy, Knicks, Herbert, all available to pick up.
Oh, available to pick up? Oh,
yeah. So he's saying that quarterback's not value. So like he can trade Josh Allen to pick up literally anybody he wants, essentially. I mean, he can pick up Justin Herbert for free. It's like, okay.
Okay, so CMC for Kyron, Henry, and Jefferson. I still say no. I want CMC in the 10-team.
You want CMC over Kyron, Henry, and Justin Jefferson? I'd rather have Jefferson than CMC.
I don't know, man. CMC is leading the league in touches.
He's also
a crap out of
He's also on pace for
leading the league in touches.
142 touches. Joe, come on.
Yeah, I know, dude. I've been saying that everybody should be.
You know how this story ends,
bro. I said on the waiver wire show, everybody should be picking up Brian Robinson.
Oh yeah, no, like he has to be rostered. Like if you have CMC, like you have to have Brian Robinson.
Any minute now. All right, last one. Got kicks. Trade Chase Brown for AJ Brown and Swift. I don't love Swift, but I like getting AJ
honestly,
Brown, so
if you could just say like, you could keep Swift. Yeah, sure.
No, just take it. You could buy. He's off a buy now, so somebody else will be on a buy after. All right. So reminder, everybody, make sure you go to Hard Rock Bet. Place your first bet $5, get 150 in bonus bets when that bet wins. Plus, they got all the reward drops and the cool things going on in Hard Rock Bet. Download the app. Also, download the FantasyPros app while you're at it and use the trade analyzer to help you make all the moves in your leagues. And of course, drop your comments below. Subscribe to the channel, even if you're not watching live, because you could win this week's giveaway from TrophySmack, the Wall Smack Again, how do you win? Like the stream, subscribe, drop your comments, ring the bell. Boom, that's how you do it. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For Andrew Erickson, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Adios. Man, oh man. That's a lot of touches, Andrew. It's a lot of touches for CMC.
442.
Over under him getting hurt week 10. Over under.
I don't know. It depends on what life forces he's continuing.